Welcome to the Storrow Drive Nighthawk show. My name is Dave Tree, and I am going to end this year for you. 2023 is going out. It's going out either way. We're done with this year. This year is over, so let's get this year over. And let's try to do it on a positive note, because too many of our great friends that in the music and the art scene here in Boston have passed away this year. And I'd like to dedicate tonight's show to our good friend Jimmy Flynn from Quincy, Massachusetts. I've known Jimmy since he was about 14 years old. He was in the music scene, and he treated, like, when he first met me, he was all excited, and he was like treating me like I was like some kind of rock star. And I'm like, oh, Jimmy, I'm not a rock star. I'm a regular guy like you. You know, but we're not regular guys, and he wasn't a regular guy. He grew up to be someone amazing. He booked, he was in bands, but he also booked a lot of bands and helped spread the love. You know, it's like when you have, and not just book the bands, but he created all these shows. He made all these shows, the hardcore for scene. Us, in the punk rock, hardcore, metal scene. But he made these shows for us, and for anybody that wanted to go. And he was very selfless about it, and he worked very hard on it.
So we're going to dedicate tonight's episode to Jimmy Flynn.
Yeah, Jimmy Flynn just passed away, and it's heartbreaking for us. And
what kind of shows would he put on? Some of the bands?
Well, you know what? Let's see. So he did this. All right. So one of the big shows was last year. He did a show called the Infest Fest downstairs at the Middle East. And it went from, I think, 12 noon it went from 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon to 2 at night. No, to 1 at night. So it was like almost a 12-hour show, and it had so many bands playing. And he blessed me by putting my band on that bill.
Tree.
December 7th,
Dave Tree from
my
Tree.
band had been like in hiatus. I couldn't get the original guys to come back and play the show and play in the band anymore, so I was like, hold on, I'll answer all your questions in a second. But it was our first show back in Boston, and Jimmy Flynn booked that, and he put us on this amazing show. It's like, what better way to be coming back than to be like starting almost all over again, and not like headlining this big show at like a giant club, but being part of a big show at a legendary club. The Middle East downstairs,
How many?
So it was my birthday, and Jimmy put me on it. There was like, I think there was maybe. So you have 12 hours, so you figure every half hour is a set. So like 30 bands. I don't know. I'm not good at math.
What year was this?
Last year. This was last year. Wow. It was on my birthday.
Wow.
And now he's like literally. A year later,
I'm sorry for the loss in your family and community, the hardcore
it's
scene.
not. Absolutely, it's devastating because I just talked to him on Sunday night, and we were making plans for the future.
Wow. You
You know what I mean? And that means you're in a good place. And then now I'm finding out he might have died on Christmas night.
That's sad.
What can you say?
So we're going to dedicate tonight's episode to him.
So to our community, to all the people out there that don't know, and to all the people that do know, we share love and respect and honor with each other, and you should too.
Yes, we do. We want to just thank the city of Cambridge for letting us just kind of give a dedication. We're going to give a 10-second moment of silence. Thank you, everybody. Jimmy Flynn.
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
So I got Dave Tree on tonight. My name's Austin. I have a show here, the Storrow Drive Nighthawk show. Thanks again for watching. Cambridge, you're an awesome city, and you're a cornerstone to the Boston community. We have Alan Converse over here in the shadows. He's got we're going to call him half face over there because he's kind of half in the shot.
Half hat.
Now I'm going to let you co-direct. So if you want him to scroll over,
he can do whatever he wants.
I'll probably take off early, but
Okay.
He might take off early. He usually does, which is good.
So thanks for tuning in. Things are important, so let's make things important.
Yes.
Things are that you don't think are that important or
This is-
more important than you know.
What's important to this show is we interview Dave Tree, musician, artist, excellent artist, by the way, visual artist, incredibly excellent,
Thank you.
incredible musician. He's gone on tours to the West Coast. He knows Daryl Shepard.
Oh.
Dave Tree is here. He knows Dave Unger.
I do.
He probably knows Sean Drinkwater.
He's very
popular.
This great band AC for short, just to settle your nerves. Cambridge.
You know them too?
AC, yeah. So AC wrote us, like, our good friend Seth Putnam, who passed away. I love you, Seth, and I miss you.
He
wrote a song about Dave Unger.
He went to my high school.
And he's making fun of Dave Unger for wearing a tree shirt all over Alston all the time.
Tribal tattoo.
So all these people thought that Seth was all hating on Tree and me and all this stuff. So there's all this worldwide buzz, and it's not true because we were bros, And then literally the next album came out called "I Like It When You Die," and
I'll be glad when
and
you
he
did.
and he had he had me sing 22 songs on that, like backup and like pretty much almost full songs.
You were on an AC album?
I'm on an AC album on 22 tracks. Phil from Pantera couldn't make it, and he called me, and I'm like, but
I was this close.
I also got him the drummer that he was recording with. This drummer was in my practice.
Well, Tim
space.
Morse. I was just about to say Tim Morse was going to be in one of my movies, and it just didn't happen to work out. And I was just like, damn it, I missed a great chance.
Well, here's the thing about being an artist
he
and
was in
being a
this
musician and doing what we do. We put ourselves in environments where, it's just tedious work and it's not exciting and it's not pretty. But we bump into a bunch of different people and get these different kind of energies and ideas off each other. And all of a sudden, there's a lot of collaborations that you wouldn't expect to happen. But Seth was always like, I really like the way you scream. You should just scream
What a
and
front
just
man.
do that. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Seth. So
Yeah.
so there was so I know that I know him.
Bostonians who
Traveled
knows
around the
that
country
band.
a bunch of
Yeah,
times in a
AC.
van
Yeah.
with 4 of the guys that I grew up with. So we all Tree.
We're talking about the tour?
Yeah, well, Tree the original
got
format
in
of
a
Tree
bus.
was no bus of it. We had
A
a
van.
Ford Econoline 150, and we traveled around the country
Roadsaw and
10
Tree.
years in that.
2 bands.
Roadsaw, Tree, not in the same van.
Okay.
Roadsaw had their own van. We had our own van.
Ah.
And then Honky Ball had their own van. And this is before cell phones, so we all had CBs. And we'd get on the
right,
CB and be like,
Citizen Band.
yeah, going eastbound, westbound, how's it look over your back? And that's how you talked.
Sure.
Because I grew up what's your 20? And they're like, we don't talk like that anymore, because that's CB talk from the 70s.
Oh God, when it was fashionable.
Yeah. It was fashionable. It was real.
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh God. Yeah.
My grandmother used to be CB.
Does
She
this
had
guy-
her
does-
handle was the Big Frog.
I don't want to interrupt, but don't you have a bus to catch?
No, I'll give you a ride.
Doesn't he look like he's sitting?
You live
he's
in- we live
he's
in-
sitting at
you
the
live in
bus stop.
Warrentown?
Dave,
Town.
Dave,
Yeah,
look
he's
at him.
hanging out here for a little bit.
He's sitting at the bus stop, Dave. Do you want to?
can't see
Can we
him.
get him out of here? Because
No, he's good.
No?
He's all right.
All right.
All right,
'Cause I'm thinking this is
he
a
wants to do
personal.
an interview with me, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
this
him
is-
do that.
Well, this is important.
All right, so we had to get some spiel out. So there you go. We
Yeah.
love you, Jimmy Flynn. It's devastating. We're all feeling it, and you're an important man. And I'm not gonna let that go lightly.
Wow.
Ask me any questions you like.
Tell me some of the bands he would book, because I'm sure.
Oh man,
Would he book Slapshot?
Absolutely, book Slapshot. That would be one of the
FUs?
There's a photo of me and him at the pot rally. At the pot rally,
Tell
which
the
is
mic,
the pot.
tell the mic, though.
We're at the pot rally, which is on the Freedom Rally on the Boston Common, and he's like, "Can I hand out flyers for the Slapshot show that I'm doing at the Elks Lodge here in Cambridge on your table?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, totally." And we totally won all these people over. They're like, "No shit," and we're like, "Yeah," and because the Freedom Rally used to be the music used to be pretty heavy and eclectic. They had a bunch of different bands, but it was mainly a lot of heavy local hardcore punk bands playing that. So
Did you
So-
open for Nirvana? Did you play with Nirvana?
no, I didn't.
Almost,
no,
though.
No, I don't know. Not really. I don't think.
Touching the
Can't remember that
hand
one.
between us.
Again, can we
Can't remember.
ixnay on the bus guy here?
Oh.
The bus is leaving any minute, dude.
All right, so let me just talk my spiel. Just sit there.
Sure.
Okay.
So you'll have to slide out so you're not in the shot out. See how you're.
No, he can be. Let him be in the shot. Let him be in the
No,
shot.
I don't want him in the shot.
All right.
Because this is like you.
I feel like a Negro in the 50s. Should I go to the back of the bus?
No. How about no more buses?
The idea is maybe you'd
We
be
all
off
walk.
camera. The concept, the director's concept was that perhaps
All right, you know what?
Converse.
This is a
Al
waste of time.
Converse is fantastic.
This is a waste of time.
But he should be out of the shot.
Okay. Let
And
me.
he could be asking questions from over there.
All right,
That's what
well-
I had intended.
Why don't you ask me a question?
I got 10.
All right.
All right.
10 questions for Dave Tree.
As you can see, we have a mere 16 minutes left. Thanks
Let's
again,
go.
Alan.
Let's go.
Want me to order you?
Let's
Okay,
go.
thanks, Al.
Let's go.
You know, make fun of me at the same time.
Hey.
Trying to include you.
You just complained about time, man. Like, come on, let's be
Yes.
efficient.
Jump right into it.
Yeah, Jimmy Flynn.
All right. So what's my first question?
Yes. All right. So Dave Tree, the one and only, one of my musical, the cornerstones of the Boston rock scene since we'll say like the early '90s, pretty much, right?
Well, the band started in like '88, and we started getting traction in the city like around '90, and we put out something on Cherry Disc in like '93.
Cherry disc.
We used to play this club called Bunratty's frequently. That was like one of our They used to have Sean McNally used to put on these like weekend, either a Saturday or Sunday, all ages show during the day, and like that was our big break. Got to meet Slapshot. Slapshot was like originally like a very big supporter of Tree. They like put us on a bunch of shows. This band Chloe, another band like not as hardcore but like really good. Like
You played with 6L6.
we did play with Six
Caged Heat.
Caged, like rest in peace, Ted Kondo. Like Ted
know.
Kondo passed.
Yeah, he was
So
awesome.
another great musician, artist, like so Ted Kondo, like back in the '90s, was such a machine. Like I cannot believe like the 6L6 didn't get signed. I can understand why Tree didn't get signed because we had antics and we were like unpredictable.
What was the label 6L6 was on?
Cherry Disc? No, Cherry Disc. I think they were on Wonder Drug.
Okay.
Well, they put something out with Wonder Drug with us. I think it was Wonder Drug.
and Cherry.
Yeah, no, it
Cherry
was
disc.
Wonder Drug. Like
Yeah.
I think it was Wonder Drug, and
But yeah, Ted
not even
Kondo.
warm like Ted Kondo. Like, so sorry, Ted. And like
Awesome
he
bass player.
he passed away in a motorcycle accident about a month ago, and just another really talented guy that should have been a rock star like way back in the day. And after 9/11 happened, he was living in New York, and he was like he was like in his late 30s, and he got fired up and decided he was going to join the military and fight for us because of 9/11, and he did. And a lot of people were like, ooh. I honor him and respect him. So I don't. You can't like question someone that puts their life on the line for the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, and that's literally what he did. And so he was not just a rock star, but he was a true patriot. And it's another horrible loss, So
It has been a tough year in a lot of ways.
yep, it's been a tough year.
We're saluting the end of 2023. Again, tonight's episode is dedicated to Jimmy Flynn. The wonderful Dave Tree is here. 6L6 was a great Bostonian band. Ted Kondo, Chris
Incredible
Johnson,
thieveries. Incredible, right?
Dean, the artist Dean. That
Hey, so ask me some questions. We're gonna bust
Yes,
this out. This is an
yes.
interview, so like
Exactly.
we've been babbling. a little
Time
bit.
is-
Let's get
time
an
is
interview.
clicking.
Hey, everybody.
first question for Dave Tree is your hometown. Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Mission Hill, but I grew up in Westwood, Mass. So it's like that's my hometown. Is like the town that kind of I lived in was Westwood, out in the suburbs.
Near Dedham.
Near Dedham, and it was like a dry town. It was a small town, and it was like some normal people there, and then extreme wealth. So, and it seemed to be a place where a lot of the people from Southie and Roxbury and Dorchester were moving out to in the late '60s. They call it the Great Flight, when everybody took off from the city and went to the burbs. So everybody went in packs. So the Irish pack went to like Dedham and Norwood and Westwood. So my uncle got a house down the street, told my parents about this house that went on sale, and I grew up there for
Love it.
We literally just sold the house last year, and I was I didn't think I'd be emotional about houses or things, but that house was like a place that could bring me back in time, and I could relive these memories like so vibrant, and I can't just walk into their house now and be like, hey, I'm just gonna sit over here in this corner and go back in time, and they're like, we're calling the cops because the house is it's sold.
They sold it. Yeah.
They sold it. So yeah, I grew up there. It was the land was beautiful and the people were difficult and the cops were the worst.
So was this, what high school did you get bused to, or did you?
I went to Westwood High for about 4 months, and then I went to this other, and I got kicked out, and then I went to this high school called the Phoenix, which is right in the center of town. Like, this is all in the center of town where I could walk to, so I was always a walker. Never took the bus. Got kicked out of the Phoenix, and then I started my sophomore year at Severian Brothers. And I did a year and a half at Severian, and it was pretty good. Like, Dickie Barrett was there, Dana Barros was there, my cousins were there, who got kicked out of CM, and
Catholic Memorial.
yeah.
You play hockey?
If you
Did you
get
used to
kicked
play
out of
hockey
CM,
too?
if you get kicked out of CM, they send you to Severian. I
What town-
got kicked out of so many schools so frequently that I couldn't.
Where's Severian?
I got kicked out of the school, Westwood.
Westwood. Okay.
So I got kicked out of high school so frequently that it destroyed my sports career because you couldn't play anymore because you have to be at a school for at least a year before you can
Transfer.
before you can play in one of the sports because they don't want like all of a sudden people just transferring for a better
Yeah. So much more to talk about. You're an incredible artist. I can't wait to talk about your visual art. There's some of the. I really think your art is fantastic. I used to love seeing it at New Alliance. I'm sure you have. I know you have a studio, and can we tell them where it is? Here.
Well, no, I used to have a place. I used to have like an art gallery in Watertown on Arbor Street, but that's gone. Before that, I had this I was in a loft on Rugg Road in Alston, 2 floors. Had a silkscreen shop in there, a welding shop, a bike shop, and an art gallery. And that's gone. I mean, these are all luxury condos that I'm lucky to walk by these buildings now without them calling the police on me. You know what I mean? It's like, and these were our neighborhoods, and we made these neighborhoods shine, and we made America. I was gonna say Boston great.
You could say Boston.
We made America great. I'm just a part. We're just a small part of a bigger whole that makes this city, this state, this country amazing. You know what I mean? And but they don't see the value in it. They just don't see the dollar signs in that because I guess we're not charging enough money. So I say every band out there, every artist, like, triple your prices. If they want you to come to Cambridge and show art, this thing's $25,000, and you have to pay me just to show up. $150 an hour just for me to be there.
And artists like you can say that and say it to the
No.
mic. Say it to the
I'm
mic.
saying like everyone, we got to start like demanding better wages.
Well, you deserve
Demand
it.
better wages for your work, no matter what you do.
I guess the price is going up on Dave Tree.
No, it's not.
So the last
It's not.
name.
It wouldn't.
Yes. Next question, if I may. I got 9 more. The last name Tree. What nationality is that?
The band's Tree, and everyone started calling me Dave Tree after the band broke up. During Tree, I was River, so that's not my real last name. My real last name's Wicked Irish.
You don't
And my
have to tell
mom's
me. Keep
last name's
quiet,
Wicked
yeah.
Irish,
Yeah.
and I'm mostly Wicked Irish.
Dave Tree.
I'm a Mick Mac. So, mostly Mick. And we want the land back.
Dave Tree, gang. Dave Tree live here. Early artistic events that kind of might have shaped your drawings and your music.
I grew up going to I didn't have a lot of art influence when I was a kid. I guess the biggest art influence was like musically. It was like going over my grandfather's house and listening to them crank out all this Irish IRA rebel songs, and then going to church and looking at the stained glass and just being like all into how you can like create all these like how you can shape an image in your eye without exactly using the exact lines and stuff. So it's like you can create an image without actually creating the exact image or the drawing of it, let's say, or a really accurate duplication of something. It's like you can like almost like fade out the lines at some points, and you can cut it all up. So the idea of cubism kind of got into my eyes and like into my brain and like abstract stuff.
You have a good sense of color, especially.
Oh, so I was blessed with great color and shape. You know, I have great colors, great shape. I can remember that stuff well. It's like the strong points. So didn't have a lot of art and like wasn't encouraged when we were kids. Definitely not encouraged.
This is gonna sound maybe way off track, but I've been a big comic books. I like comic books and stuff. You know, especially good, well drawn comics.
Absolutely.
And so like anything that kind of pops like a cover, a comic book cover, which I think's a lot of your, you know,
it's framing.
Especially,
you have a
don't
good,
you guys have a beer named after you guys?
We do. We have a beer.
Can we show?
Yeah, let me show the beer. I was gonna drink it for Jimmy, but they told me that I can't drink on. They said I can't
drink here in the studio.
You can't drink in the studio.
No drinking, no eating allowed. We can tell Tyrone Jones that he would bring a big bag of Fritos or Cheetos.
So, boom.
Unless it's really important, you're not supposed to eat in here. Look at that, gang.
So it's from our buddy from Matt Smith, Wandering Soul.
Let me bring
Made a tree beer for Tree, you know. I was printing shirts for him. He came by to pick it up from practice, and no, pick it up a little bit more. It's got an elephant on it. So we have a song called Elephant, and it's about how elephants are being wiped off the planet because humans are fucking idiots. And how extinction is forever, so when you kill something off the planet forever, a clone ain't gonna cut it. It's gone forever.
New England Pale Ale.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So like a shout out to Matt and Wandering Soul Brewery for being so helpful and creative.
Dave Tree's got a
and
beer.
really good at their craft.
He's got a beer. It's on tap. You can get it on tap at bars. It's available. He's got a beer named after him. This is Dave Tree. He's a legend.
It's not named after me. It's named after the band, which is an idea. Yeah. You know.
So early artistic events. First band. You want to?
First band was Tree. I mean, like that was my first band.
And you probably had a lot of notebooks of lyrics.
Tons. Like I grew up so I guess that my thing was like writing lyrics. So that's what I brought to the table, and because I couldn't play an instrument. I mean, I kind of tried, but I just didn't have the mental fortitude. Because it's like once I start getting into it, I kind of lose myself, and it's good when you're vocalist. Well, kinda if you can still sing when you lose yourself. But if you lose yourself when you're playing an instrument, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they can do what they have to do. Wow, look at that.
This is the tour of the studio here. Welcome again. They you know what they told me tonight when I stopped by here before our show?
What?
They said, find people who want to do shows. We need more people who want to do shows.
I'll do. Me and Robbie Rosenstein would love to do a show called.
I invited him
Make
to
Boston, Cambridge, Somerville.
Yeah.
Wherever you live,
I
shitty again.
I told
so you
Robbie,
can afford to live there.
I told
you can
Robbie,
afford to be creative there. You can afford to like be a working class person there.
I told
Maybe
Robbie he'd be
afford
perfect
to
to
park
come
your
and
car there. Yeah. You might even be able to afford to park a car there, or even afford to even have a car there. You know.
So you didn't see this question before, but
I don't have glasses on, so I can't see shit.
Tree was your first band.
Tree was my first band.
Tell me the other bands you've been in.
I was at Tree for since 1988 to 2001. And then I started a band called Drug War.
With Daryl Shepard.
Daryl Shepard, Zeph and Courtney, Jeff Turlick, Keller McGinnis. And Mikey Welsh.
Are any of those guys...
Mikey Welsh is another amazing artist, musician that has since passed away. And I'm so sorry, Mikey. I love you, and you'll always be in my heart. And he was great. He got kicked out of Weezer for being too much of a badass.
What instrument did he play?
He played bass.
So now I'm realizing we only have 3 minutes left.
Oh shit!
And that's my bad.
Crap.
As a host, that's my bad. It was the truck driver guy, the guy waiting for the bus that was here. What music changed your life?
First, it was like Irish rebel music, the IRA stuff that tells stories about things that really made a difference and like putting your life on the line. And then it was punk rock hardcore, and like to me that like they're singing the same song. Mm-hmm. It's just like the punk rock hardcore stuff is just tuned up.
You like the Adolescents?
For the future.
The Adolescents?
No.
No, I like them.
Yeah, good. You can like them.
The Descendants?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I like Bad Brains. I like Black Flag, Minor Threat. I like Husker Du. I
And Black Sabbath,
I'm not
too.
really into the pop punk stuff as much as I am into the mental stuff. I like it to be mental.
Nice. Favorite food?
I don't eat meat anymore, so because I love animals, so anything that doesn't have meat in it, I'll eat it. So
Nice.
I
like
love animals. I love them so much. I stopped eating them.
How's your love life?
My love life is amazing. I married a beautiful Pikachu. She's a cartoon character from Japan. She's amazing.
I thought she was Russian.
Oh, she's Russian. I mean, like, her nickname is Pikachu, but like, she's a Russian woman. I met her in New York City.
Give a shout out.
I love you, Pikachu.
She's a wonderful person.
I love you so much.
Have you done any acting?
I've done some acting, but I'm not really nothing. I was in your movie, and then I was in a movie with
And the next one we're doing.
called Floating.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
title.
it's a movie called Floating, and the guy from Norman Reedus is in the movie, and Chad Lowe.
Wow.
So at the closing party, we all partied our asses off.
You have to come on again because the show's over in 30 seconds.
Check it out, Floating.
Model
You'll
Cafe, giving shout outs to the Model Cafe.
Model Cafe,
Alston, Lower Alston.
Model Cafe used to have a grilled cheese sandwich, a bag of chips, and a beer for $3.50.
Yeah, I got stories I could tell about Effie.
And Effie. Oh,
But I got to
wow.
do my final shout outs here for the
Final
year.
shout-outs.
I want to thank
Jimmy Flynn.
Josh Artman, Alex Feldman, T-Max, Ad Frank, Gene
T-Max,
Dante,
Gene.
Linnea Herzog, Alan
Linnea.
Crockett for being guests on my
Alan,
show.
nice.
And we want to thank you, Cambridge. Tune in again next time. We love
Cambridge.
you. We love
Thank
you.
you so much. Appreciate it. Jimmy Flynn will live forever.
David
The king
Tree,
of Boston
Dave Tree.
hardcore.
Dave
Will not
Tree
die.
live on the Storrow Drive
Will
Nighthawk
not die.
Show. Woohoo! I can die and go to heaven. Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Will not die.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The host before us must have left this.
Holy crap.
I know.
He wears. That's his size bra.
Really fast. And then I shut this down.
Are we still live? We're still live. Hey.
You know, it ends about 3 minutes before the hour.
Oh, it does.
Usually.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it.